Hello, I'm Vaishali Kohli and you're watching NewsX. Now, a horrific kidnapping gang rape incident in Coimbatore near a high security area has sent shockwaves through the nation. 3 men have been arrested for the heinous abduction and gang rape of a 20-year-old college student near Coimbatore airport on November 2nd. The accused Thevasi, Karthik and Kaliswaran have been arrested after a brief encounter with the police after they formed 7 special teams to nab the absconding. The woman, a student at a private college in Coimbatore, was in a car with her male friend when the accused kidnapped her, forcibly took her to another location and sexually assaulted her before abandoning her at a nearby location. The woman's friend, after regaining consciousness, alerted police, which led to a rescue operation. While the survivor is said to be in shock, her friend is reportedly in stable condition. Meanwhile, investigation into the matter is underway, with police interrogating the 3 accused. Now, viewers, I have my guest with me, Dr. Kanimozhi Somu, DMK MP from Tamil Nadu, joining me. Now, Ms. Somu, this is shocking. You know, we were discussing in the previous broadcast that these are cases which are being reported day after day. Your opening comments.
Good afternoon to the nation and good afternoon, Vaishali. This is very sad incident and it's a shocking one. As a woman, I deeply hurt by what has happened. This is not the way it should be. But I'm very happy and I'm also congratulate the police team which has taken a swift action and they have arrested the 3 accused who have treated the girl very badly. Not only that, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu has also requested the police to speeden up the case, interrogate them and get the case finalized within a month's time is what he has also advised on them. Here, I would also like to place a big request to the young students of the society, not only to Tamil Nadu, throughout India. Please, you want to meet your friends or whatever, be in a very safe zone. Don't go to undeserted area. Usually airport areas where you land and all those flights, there'll be acres of land, which is all just like that in the bushes and everything for the sake of the security. They go into the places of where no trespassers are allowed. For what reasons they go there, we don't know. This is the only request which I could make to the students is you can meet your friends, but in the safe zone period is always much appreciated. But this incident should not be taking place. So it is not only the government which should take the action. I also suggest that on behalf of women, we should also have a due respect towards our own self-security to know where we should go and where we should not go at an unearthly time, because what time they went is not the time where they could be seen alone in an undeserted area, and usually that place is being used for the airport purpose, which is a land just behind the airport. So I think this needs to be taken care also.
Dr. Somu, you're discussing, a deserted place, but I want to speak to you today, not just as a journalist, but as a woman. Now, the fact that men have the audacity to commit a crime, why do you think that's happening? That's simply happening because they know that, they're not scared of the punishments that are going to be given. They're not scared of the arrest. Don't strict measures have to be put in place so that men are deterred, whether a woman is in a deserted place or not?
Yes, Vaishali, I would like to bring to your notice what has happened in Poru in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. The person who had raped and burnt a 3-year-old child was convicted here in Tamil Nadu, and way back in Supreme Court they released him saying there is no proper evidence which could be carried out. I think it should not be seen at this way. Once these people are convicted in a court, I think that should be the final verdict which even the judiciary should help us out for the women's sake at least. That's how, as a woman, I would look into it. After a decade, the Supreme Court just releases that person, stating that he not only did that 3-year-old child molestation and burnt her, he also killed the mother after when he was on bail. Such kind of a person is being let go free in a Supreme Court on a verdict. As a woman, even I am anguished on all these things. We don't have a security. and we talk of Bharat Mata and India women are respected and all that. I think where is the end toward is the big question in front of women. We as politicians and you as a journalist, we go out, we see people, we take into consideration that yes, we are safe and India is safe and we are traveling out. But is it so for all the common women or girls in the country? Is really we need to take up for the our punishments should be very bad and it should be implicating on the men. The way it has been done in the UAE, you can see how they really do something like that, you know how they get punished. Something like that which horrifies them. They should not even think of attempting these kinds of things is what it should be made as a policy decision in the parliament and should come out as a law is my real request which I could put it across to the people.
Absolutely, Dr. Somu. That is the suggestion that everybody is looking at, because unless measures are stringent, and Dr. Somu, I mean, just to bring this into perspective for our viewers as well, you know, Dr. Somu, if there's a, you know, if there's an unwarranted stare on a woman, and I'm sure you can understand that, it's very disturbing. If you're traveling in transport, so many of us have actually faced it, where a man brushes past and you know that that is by choice and there's a reason that's happening. You know, something like that, Dr. Somu, traumatizes a woman so much. In the morning we were reporting that this man showed himself to a woman and masturbated in front of her. And I'd really like to applaud the woman who went to the cops and actually made a complaint. It's so important for women to come out and report such incidences so that, you know, there is action taken. And what would you like to say on women actually going and making a complaint, which is very important?
I would really appreciate the women who come forward to go to the police and tell what has really needed to them. Because nowadays, women travel in a lot of public transport, as you mentioned, Vaishali, and brushing them aside has become a new normal for the men. They grow up like that and the mentality is what I think. I think it also depends upon women when she gives birth to a male child. It is her duty to even tell them to respect the women, whoever it is. It can be the mother, it can be the sister, it can be the girlfriend, it can be her own best friend, or it could be the wife, or it could be the mother-in-law or sister-in-law, whomsoever, any women for that matter. How to respect is one thing which as we women should also incriminate into the male child brain, I think. And there should be no resistance from the father or whatsoever, whichever part of the country they belong to, stating that my son will be like that. Then even that man has to be really taken for a toss is what I feel. We have to do that, and brushing aside and women coming out and telling has to become the new normal of wherever it is, whether it is a bus or a public transport or whatever. So they say, we have to, I think it's time for women to put our voices on a loud note to say that, yes, he has done this untoward action toward me and he needs to be taken for a toss is what we have to bring it out. And also there is something when we take it up this to the police station, I think there also women need to get some amount of respect when we take these kinds of cases. They should not brush it aside as a nuisance case is what I would put a request to all the police stations across India, Vaishali.
Because Dr. Somu, even going to the cops is not an easy process, and that's why a lot of people do not actually go ahead and make that complaint. But I was looking at some figures before you joined me on the broadcast, and cases have been on a rise in Tamil Nadu. There's an upward swing since the year 2019. Why do you think that is happening?
I think more amount of people are getting to work and more amount of money is being given to the male child, more amount of betting towards male child is happening. There was an era when women was respected. I think that is slowly getting tarnished. So I think we have to revamp the whole thing of all over India, stating that where is the fault going? Is the culture getting badder and badder into the country itself, one? And what is being taught in the school about women? To respect women, I think that needs to be a paper which all male child needs to write is what I would tell, which is the need of the hour. That respecting women child must be a curriculum, and I think every man or boy should pass that in the schooling itself so that they understand what women are.
And now, Dr. Somu, there was a guest we had from the BJP who joined me earlier during the day, and he said that, you know, the reason why this is happening in Tamil Nadu is because of the rise in drugs and alcoholism. What do you have to say for that comment?
I think alcoholism is there across India, not only in Tamil Nadu. It is there. It is officially being sold. Drugs, I would not say. It has been a BJP acquisition since they were not being able to put the foot into the state and not able to win the seats is what they keep on telling, that this is the acquisition of BJP on the DMK. I wouldn't call it that way. Definitely drugs are there. I would not deny that, but not to the extent of how these people are polarizing it towards election and uh, towards the party politically. I don't think that is the right comment. What the whoever the BJP colleague, whoever has been commented on that, I would not take it on that call. In fact, in Tamil Nadu, our Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has brought forward even so many of the welfare toward women. I think this 4.5 years, it has been more of the welfare schemes only for the women, from traveling in the bus, which has been made free for them, from giving them hostels, because for distant students who come them, for educating them, giving them morning breakfast, giving them perks if they are not able to get into the job immediately. I think women has been respected time and again during the DMK regiment whenever they have been in the rule, is what I could put it across. This drugs, of course, I would not say there is no drugs in Tamil Nadu, yes, but not to the extent of what is getting flared out, that it is on the rise and everything. In fact, 2019 to 21, we were not in the power. We are only from 21 to this 4.5 years, and it has been curbed, and we have caught so much of drugs. Even we had a clipping 3 months before. A drug has been seized and it was burnt by the of that district collector, throwing into the furnace. All these things have been continuously time and again taken. In a national survey, you can say the most safest place for women compared to the rest of the states, it's Chennai and Tamil Nadu. So I think it is, I won't say it is totally eradicated. It is still there, but definitely we are on the better side compared to the other states. It doesn't depend only on the local government. It is also the involvement of the policy making who sits in the center and who brings down the rule. Because Supreme Court are now time again, it has been coming into the control of the BJP totally, which we have been seeing in so many cases. In that case, I think it's time we all work together for the upliftment and security of the women.
Absolutely, Dr. Somu. And the point really is that, whether a man is an alcoholic or into drugs, that does not determine what a man's intention is towards a woman and how he looks at her. And now with that, I'd like to thank you for joining me on the broadcast. And now, of course, I have C.R. Saraswati, actress and AMMK spokesperson.